Hello, my name is Kiki V II, but you can call me Kiki, and welcome to the Not So Berry Challenge and Paralives. I would call this episode 1, however, this and the next video that will be coming out are both the kind of preliminary episodes, so I'm not really sure to label them as like 0.5 or 0.3, but basically in this video we will be making the para for the mint generation and the one that will be our legacy founder. So I'll go ahead and show you some footage of wheels that I spun to kind of add some random generation, and then the sped up footage of me making the para. And then I'll just go ahead and give you a little mini tour through her outfits, her name, and her personality. So without further ado, let's start with the wheel footage. All right, so I'm just gonna real quick run you through the wheels that I've made to help randomize our Not So Berry para just a little bit. I originally made a hair color wheel as well before I remembered, duh, this is the Not So Berry challenge, so her hair is going to be mint colored. So instead, I've got an eye color wheel. You can see here I've got green, blue, brown, hazel, amber, gray, and fantasy colored. I've got a yes-no wheel, so we can spin that a bunch of times to find out if she's gonna have tattoos, facial piercings, earrings, long hair, freckles, /scars, and body hair, and then one final wheel to spin for her outfit, aesthetic, and vibe to go for. I am not going to run through all of the ones that I've got listed here, but you can certainly pause to see as I scroll through. To be fully honest, I am not somebody who's super into aesthetics, so I am including this to try and push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit. So I will go ahead and spin these and then write down what the results are so that I can take that into the Paramaker. All right. Oh, fantasy. Okay, that's very exciting. I won't lie, I was kind of hoping for that. Definitely, you could argue mint is a fantasy color, but you can have more fun with it this way. So, will she have tattoos? Yes or no? She will. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, and how about facial piercings? No. Okay. And then what about earrings? Yes to earrings. All right. And then will she have long hair or will she have short hair? No. So no to long hair. So she will have short hair. So no to long hair. So, will she have freckles and scars, or will she be, generally, is she a sunscreen all the time kind of girl? No freckles and scars. Okay, so she was kept inside as a kid. And body hair. Yes or no? Yes. Oh, I love that for her. Okay. All right. And then, I realized I don't have a little line here. Hold on. Okay, let me just add that and then move that up right there. Okay, now we can see what outfit aesthetic she is going to have. Classy / old money. Ooh, okay. This will be interesting because I very much am like sporty. Not sporty. I'm very much sweats, so this is not my style. Let's be real, none of these are really my style, but it'll be very fun to dress her in this way. If you're familiar at all with the Not So Berry challenge, the first generation is a scientist, so having a scientist dress very old money style will be very, very fun. Okay, so I'm going to go make her, and you will be seeing that with sped up footage. let me go ahead and formally introduce you to our Mint Generation and Not So Berry Legacy founder, Chloe Garland. I actually had quite a difficult time naming her, even though her name sounds pretty basic, because I wanted a name that was somewhat plant-based, but also wasn't super typical for these kinds of legacy challenges. So I was scrolling through all kinds of naming websites and mint theming, and did I want mint theming? And I couldn't decide. And then finally I found out that Chloe meant little sprout, and I thought that it sounded classy and old money enough for me. And then I still wanted the last name to kind of fit the classy old money aesthetic. So it took me a while to settle on Garland as well. But that is her name, and I am very, very happy with it. So this is our founding sim. You might have seen in the sped up footage that I was going back and forth on the very, very short hair for her, or like a bob. I did decide on the very, very short hair, and I'm glad that I did so, because I think it really suits her. This is her everyday outfit. It is pretty simple, pretty basic, but she's, got the mint colored shirt, or turtleneck rather, and a black sweater and some jeans. In her formal outfit, she pulls out this dress, which I thought screamed classy and old money, especially with the red bottoms. We love the red bottoms. I actually did, after making her, I wanted to look at maybe pulling out some more dramatic earrings for this look, but I wasn't sure. Hold on, I would like to do both sides. I don't think she'd be a hoops girly, but I kind of like the pendants. So I think we're gonna make the pendants for this look. We're gonna make that small change. No, actually, you can zoom back out. Thank you very much. So this is her formal wear. You can see a little bit of the tattoos that I placed on her. Her thigh tattoo is covered up by her stockings, because I thought that the line down the back and the nylons would be very much that like classy old money aesthetic vibe that she would go for. But she, she's got her, I liked the paper plane tattoo and a little bit of the koi fish coming up there. This is her athletic wear, and you can see a little bit of the back tattoo there as well. I went with the stingray because I really liked the way that it framed the back of her neck. But I figured matching set is absolutely something that would be her vibe, and also something that would very much match the whole like classy, classy old money aesthetic. And then this is her sleepwear. Pretty simple, but I wanted to keep it simple, keep it nice and easy for her. For her personality, if you saw, this is required by the challenge that I'm following, and I'll put a link to the rules that I am following in the description below. But so it told me to put 3 points in mind: 1 in physique, 1 in creativity, 2 in charisma. To make her a jester, good at making friends, her talent is technology. She's a vegetarian, of course, normal sleeping habits, normal cleaning habits. And then this is a modded thing, but there is an aspiration mod available on Steam Workshop. And the rules that I'm following actually recommended getting this mod, and said if you do, to make her primary aspiration knowledge and her secondary aspiration popularity. So I went ahead and downloaded that. So yeah, this is her overall. I'm definitely pleased with how she turned out. She was a bit of a puzzle to me at first, but overall, I'm very happy with her. I am so excited to start playing with her, to get her started on a science career, and to really just see what happens in the Not So Berry challenge. That's actually going to be all for this video. The next preliminary episode for the Not So Berry challenge will be out next week, and it will be making her living space. So go ahead and keep your eyes peeled for that. But if you made it this far and you liked this video, please feel free to give this video a like. And if you really enjoyed it and wanted to subscribe, well, then that would be very much appreciated. But other than that, that's all I've got for you today. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. And until then, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.